Welcome to UK Paranormal Search, and we're here for the next 2 nights to investigate this Grade 1 listed building that was built in 1593, and it is a former ladies' hospital, and its main purpose of this building was to look after the local people that were poor and the local people that were quite needy. I'm actually speaking to you at this moment in time from the chapel area. Now, there's a few stories related to this area, and that was a 3-year-old girl who actually said to her mother one day, "Can you hear those ladies whispering in what she called the funny room?" Now that story has also been backed up on other occasions that people have actually heard people whispering in this particular area. So by 1940 there was empty rooms at the hospital, and then in 1961 a restoration did take place where the rooms were then filled again. Unfortunately, this did not last for long as local council houses became improved. The elderly, this place became too isolated and too far away from a doctor for this hospital then to exist. So this is the church bell that I was talking about before in the chapel area. You actually pull this, you can actually still ring this bell to this day. I don't want to ring it now because it is quite late, to be honest, and I think if I start ringing it now, people will probably think the Russians have come, so I might do that and do it in the day sometime. Couple of stories as well. That our first visit I felt a hand on my head. The second time my mate also had some type of visitation, and our third visit was in the kitchen when we were working. We had our radio blazing to classic gold when out of the corner of my eye someone appeared and went shush in my ear.
So go on, we're just getting ready to start the evening.
Yeah,
I've just been braiding my hair, not anywhere near you.
Yeah, I was just stood here. We were just about to say, as Amy says, we're just about to go into the chapel area to do the investigation, and I was just stood here talking to Amy, and I thought something like just stroked my hair really, really light, and I looked round thinking it was the lamp touching me, but it wasn't because the lamp's actually behind me. But as I say, it was just very, very like a slow stroke of my hair, so I don't know whether it's just a bit of movement on my hair or not. I honestly don't know, but I've not had that since I actually came into this building, so we'll see what happens later on when we go into night.
So it's not even like you're short enough for the bottom of the light to even touch your head.
That's what I'm saying. I thought it was just underneath it, or the lamp. I knew the lamp was behind me, but it was there, and I was just like talking to you from there, and felt this like stroke on my head. I don't know. Maybe it's just, I don't know. So we'll wait and see.
We shall wait and see.
So it's a really interesting building. It's very quirky. There's lots of old furniture that is still here from when it was the original hospital. And you actually walk out the doors as well. You are quite isolated. There is a few residential houses quite nearby, but you're surrounded by all the hills. It's raining tonight. They have forecast high winds tomorrow as well, so that might add a little bit of atmosphere to the place. So come with us as we investigate the old hospital in night vision. So we're going to start off obviously with night vision now, as you can all see. We are in the chapel area of the hospital. So it's the first time I've actually gone into night, the first time I've gone into night vision here. It is quite dark now. It's the first time I've had all the lights out in the hospital. There is a little bit of light at the top because there's windows that go around the tower. So there is a bit of like moonlight outside that is coming into this building. So if there's any spirits with us in this room, anybody that wishes to communicate with us, any of the mothers or the sisters of this hospital, if you are here, if you're still in this building, can you come forward? Give us some type of sign that you're here. You've been heard whispering on many occasions. Could we hear your voice? Can you tap? Can you knock? This place has been here since 1593. Lots of people must have come through this building. It was the mothers, the sisters, the poor widows in the local area. If you were still here, for whatever reason, I'm asking you to come forward tonight and communicate with us. Amy,
Yeah.
did you hear that?
Hear what?
No, seriously.
Did I hear what?
I heard something whispering. Honest to God. Or like whistling, like...
No,
Seriously?
I didn't hear anything.
Honestly, Amy, I did. You didn't make it when you laughed?
No, I honestly,
Okay.
apart from giggling, I've not made any noise.
It might have been a car, maybe going through the puddles on the main road outside, maybe it could have been that. It is raining, it could have been that, maybe it just sounded like... It wasn't like whispering, it was like something it could have been like a small whistle.
Yeah.
Or like whispering or a small whistle, that kind of thing. I don't know. If that was you, maybe if that was you trying to communicate with us with your voice, could you do that again for me, please? When you walked into this building today, what time was it? 3 o'clock you came?
I think I got it about
4 or 5ish was it? And then you walked in and you thought it was like, I think you were quite gobsmacked. But to be honest, wasn't you, with the building?
I mean, like, to be honest, I'm not really speechless often, am I?
Pardon?
I'm not really speechless often, am I?
No, but I think you were quite amazed, wasn't you, with the building?
Yeah,
When you walked in. And you felt quite at home. We've just been having a chat about it, weren't we, after tea, when we had some tea. And you were saying it felt really homely, really friendly.
Yeah, it feels like a really caring place where there's been like antler mansions where I physically couldn't even look up. And there's never, that's the only place where I've been like, no, I'm getting out of here. That and also the other bit where I freaked out in the one in Manchester. But here's a completely different atmosphere.
Now you've gone into night vision, and we're actually in the chapel now. How do you feel? Do you feel actually any different, or...?
A bit jumpy, but that's just...
Is the person here that was responsible for that loud bang last night what sounded like it came from this area? Could you do that again for me, please? Maybe throw one of the hymn books on the floor, that'd be good. Or open one to your favourite hymn. All those books.
Oh, yeah, find your favourite hymn.
Are all those books, just make sure they're all shut, Amy. You got a touch?
I've got a touch on them.
They look, I think they are.
They're all shut.
Yeah.
They're all shut. They're shut.
They're shut. Okay, there's a favourite hymn. Or a favourite prayer. In one of the books that are on the pews. If you want to open that book at some point during tonight, you don't have to do it now. You can do it even when...
Oh God, I've gone really sick.
You have? Really, Amy?
Yeah.
What?
Don't take the mic.
I'm not... I mean, when you say you feel really sick, is it the same sort of sickness feeling you get on investigations, or is it a different sickness?
It's like travel sickness. That's the only way I can describe it. It's like travel sickness.
Do you feel dizzy still?
That's gone. The dizziness is gone.
I'm not taking the piss. I'm not, honestly. But when you get this feeling of sickness, or these waves of sickness, you'd be absolutely fine. You've been in this, what time is it now, 10 o'clock?
Something like that.
So we've been here 5 or 6 hours. We've had tea. We've had a few brews, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
What do you put it down to? Do you put it down to somebody being close to you?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
No, you're feeling sick, Amy. Call out and see if you can get a response or something.
If anyone's here with us now, if that sickness is you being close, can you you tap on my shoulder? I'll be really brave. Can you touch Phil? Just show us that you're here.
What, Amy?
I feel like I've got someone stood right behind me.
Right behind you. There's nobody behind you on
Yes.
okay. There's nobody behind you on camera at all. Now, just bear in mind, Amy, that whoever is here is not going to harm you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? If there's somebody stood behind Amy, can you show you? I can't see anything at all. Can you show yourself in light behind Amy? Or can you make a noise behind Amy? Amy, if you feel too uncomfortable, move away.
I feel really, really sick.
Okay, well move away. Come. You alright?
Yeah.
Do you want a break?
No, I'm okay.
Do you want to walk towards that back door? Just,
I ain't going anywhere near any
I'll come with
doors.
you. I'm just, no, the reason being is I just want you to get out of the atmosphere.
Yeah.
I'll give you
Okay.
the camera to give you something to do. Okay?
Okay.
You alright?
Yeah, well,
You
can
sure?
I open it?
If you need to.
Because I go blind.
Yeah, it's not going to be long, is it?
Oh gosh, it is bright, isn't it?
Yeah, it just does you right.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, I'm stood where Amy is stood who feels sick. If you stood behind me or you stood near me, can you please give us some type of physical sign in this room? Can you knock? How do you feel now you've moved?
I feel a bit more better now I've moved away.
That's weird, isn't it? Because you had the same thing at Penny Old Hall when you was in the fireplace and then you moved away
Yeah.
and went. Can I ask you something?
Go on.
If I ask you to take the camera back,
Uh-huh.
you come back here,
Yeah.
see if you get the same feeling.
Okay.
And then what I want you to do next time you get that same city setting
Yeah.
is walk towards that door. If you
Which
get
door?
This door behind me.
Okay.
Right, okay, it gets worse. If not, go towards that door and then walk towards each door and see if it gets worse.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I can do that.
Sorry. That's what you
Mm.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Right, so Amy's just going back to, go back a bit, Amy, just a little bit further back. Right, okay. You've moved back to where you felt sick. Now usually when you do this you get the sickness back again. How do you feel?
I still feel sick.
Like walk towards the door behind you and tell me if it gets worse or better. I'm just
I feel really disorientated.
trying to find a way where it's going to get worse.
Oh, no.
That's
no.
worse.
No.
Right, okay, Amy, walk towards that door.
I'm fine here.
Walk towards the other door at the side of the cross.
It's not bad. It's
Can you
here.
Is it the, do you think it's the altar bit?
It might be.
Can you walk towards the altar?
I don't want to go on it.
Go towards that door again.
Are people seen here? Are people seen walking into doors?
The only story I told you about was what?
The whispering.
Was the whispering, and there was also, this is why I wanted you to walk towards the kitchen, because remember me telling you the tale about the kitchen when the people
Oh, yeah.
were working,
Yeah.
and she saw a figure that walked past her,
Yeah.
and then somebody went shh down her ear.
Yeah.
So I was hoping
It would be
it
there.
would be there that you felt sicker. I was hoping. I really went to that door as a
I would
test.
say it's more.
Now, but what I'm concerned about, I'm not concerned, but is it the altar or is it the door or the room behind the door? If that makes sense.
Mm.
How do you feel?
I feel sick,
Right.
but not as sick as what
Pardon, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm more picked off now because I don't know if it's that door there, but I think it's this. That if there was anything here, it was somebody stood on here. Because you said there was you felt like there was somebody stood behind you.
Yeah. Before proper. Someone taller than me.
Taller
Stood
than-
behind me with their hands behind the back looking at me. You know, like how I stand in work.
A bit authoritative.
Yeah,
Or tries to be more authoritative.
yeah, like with the hands behind the back, like, you know, what are you doing here kind of thing. That,
Just keeping an eye on you.
that's what I got, and I literally felt like, I mean, I'm sore anyway, but I just tightened up, and I was like,
And maybe you can imagine going back in time. You can imagine that's how the ladies would stand.
with the hands behind the back,
Yeah.
like that.
Now you said that, you can imagine somebody like with a penny on, or you know,
Yeah.
you start to draw pictures in your mind.
Yeah.
And you can imagine somebody like in the, because it was quite authoritative. As I say, we're going to go through the rules of the hospital later, but you can imagine somebody standing there in that way, quite, you know, a bit of authority. Maybe the
Yeah, because I mean, like, you don't really get it now in like in hospitals now, do you? But it's almost like, you know, when someone pulls rank on you,
yeah.
like that. Someone taller than me stood behind me with the hands behind the back, pulling rank. Massive slabs.
Yeah, fantastic, isn't it? And as I say, this is really hasn't changed much. If you see up there on camera, there's a beautiful, do you know what, I'd also up me tonight, chandelier from the ceiling, as you can see, extending right up to the roof. And that's the windows I was telling you about before, where there's a little bit of light that comes through. So you got one there.
It's like a lighthouse, isn't
Yeah,
it?
a big one there, that's 2. And then you got a 3rd one, and then that's number 4. And then Amy's really excited because tomorrow I'm going to let her ring the bell, aren't I?
Yeah.
It's a bit late to start ringing it now, isn't it, to be honest?
Yeah.
I think we would have somebody banging on the door.
Yeah.
As I say, the original bell's still here. We give it a little tingle before about 5 o'clock. Right, 5 minutes to take. Amy, one last time. You call out before we have a break. Ask for a response, a knock, a tap, or a voice. And then we'll try some dictaphone stuff later when we come back.
If there is anyone in here with us now, will you come forward? We're friendly. Can you touch one of us? Can you make a tapping noise on something?
Is that a tap?
Did you hear a thud?
I heard something. Or where did it start? That sounded like it came from there. Now, that wasn't a tap. That was a thud.
If that was you, could you do it again?
Where did you think that came from?
There.
I did. Whereabouts? Behind that door?
Yeah.
Or down the corridor?
Oh God, just in there, in that vicinity.
Okay, talking. We've got a few minutes left to tape, so.
Can you do it again if that was you? We don't want to disrespect you. We just want to be here with you, enjoy the building with you, learn about this place.
So, the other thing we're going to do now, what we decided to do when we were having a little chat, just try and recreate maybe what it was like when it was a chapel. What we're going to do, go actually play a hymn, and let's just see if anything happens after that hymn. Yeah?
Yeah.
Can you not? Can you tap? You can, we'll play another one for you.
No. Did you hear a groan?
Yes,
Yes, I did.
I heard that. I heard it groan. If that was a yes, that you wanted to play another hymn, could you maybe do that a little bit louder, please? Well,
I keep feeling like there's someone stood over there. Now I don't know whether it's because the dark shapes of the doors, that dark shape of the door, I saw an arm go down.
Really? No, we just asked, did he want us to play with him? And me and Amy looked at each other. I didn't tell Amy exactly what I heard, but she's come out with what I heard. And that was like somebody going,
You put another one on.
I think we should, out of respect, because maybe that's what she wanted. It's your turn to pick it in.
Let me see if I can find one via my watch. No, I can't.
It's strange, huh? Maybe
What?
that one.
I know, yeah. View album.
You okay with it? Is you okay with it?
Go on, what did you feel?
I didn't feel anything. I just felt just happening. I had a feeling that there was something the matter.
With me?
Yeah.
Why?
Just the way you moved.
I don't know. Maybe it's just because the song was building. I thought, oh my god, the atmosphere in here is building.
Yeah.
But no, I think that was just the song.
Okay, that was the second thing you played. If you like that one as well, can you give us a sign that you did? Can you do what you did before? It's a sign of gratitude for playing that hymn. I'll ask you the same question as I did before then. You want us to play another one? No. Right. I was just seeing on my right. Now I know a car went past.
I'm looking down, but I saw the light.
Right, but what I'm saying to you, right, you come here tonight, I know you heard the car, and there's only that top window, but the main road,
You can't get lights to come up here.
there'd be no lights on the car from there.
No.
I saw a white light go right across there, and but it's only because I heard the car that I put it down to the car. What I'm saying, and Amy knows as well, because she drove up here tonight, is that the main road is right back there.
There's no hills for the lights in the car to be pointing up. So these would not get the lights up. But I was looking down and I saw like when you see the light or something.
Just a white light.
Yeah, I saw it like down here, kind of like just a
So
little bit.
there was the car that took my mind off it, thinking it was that, but I don't think it could be. If that was you who wants to play another hymn, can you do something else to know it is you? Can you maybe not like this? Tap. Isn't the echo?
No.
Can you knock on one of the doors? Doesn't it feel different though? Like, since we played them hymns, everywhere feels like,
Heavy.
yeah, but like a car as well.
I feel really, really sick.
Again,
Yeah.
are you coming close to Amy? If you are, can you please step away from Amy? Can you please step away from Amy and can you just knock on something twice? If you do that now, we'll call it a night. Step away from Amy. it's like it's psychological for us as well because we just play games and it is quite spiritual. Twice, did you move them? Did you hear anything then? Or was it my imagination?
Hear what?
Doesn't matter if you didn't hear anything, I'll see you.
Like, I can't do it again. I made my nail click.
Like, no.
Like that.
It was probably nothing.
Like that.
No, I didn't hear that. It was probably nothing because I just started speaking, but this is going to sound weird. I thought I heard, shh.
Oh no, I didn't.
But maybe it wasn't. I honestly don't know. That's my fault.
See that? That's me.
No.
That's what I did before. I do, but I also at the same time, I don't want to play another hymn.
Okay.
I don't know why, I just got, I don't want to play another hymn. I feel like,
It's attractive people.
yes. Yeah, it's gone very, very, very heavy.
But the atmosphere,
Yeah, it's gone very heavy. Tight heavy. Like crushing heavy. I feel like I'm getting pushed down.
on the pew.
Yeah.
If there's any ladies that are here with us now in this room who came to hear those hymns, the lovely ladies in this hospital, if you're sat in one of the pews, can you please knock whereabouts you are watching? Please, with total respect. I'm not doing it just to ridicule you. I'm just trying to find out a little bit more about you, a little bit more about why you would still be here. So if you, in the pews, could you knock where you're, can you knock where you were sat?
Mm.
It's heavens. Wow.
It's like chest tightness.
What do you mean?
No, I'm okay. I'm alright. It's. I feel like my chest is really tight to take a breath. I'm sore. I am sore. But it's not.
It's probably where you sat.
I don't know.
Could you show yourself in light form again?
I've just seen
What?
a light go across there.
What colour?
Light.
Again, I didn't see that this time.
Just from there to there, dead quick.
Didn't see it this time. I saw the first one. Can we hear you sing? I'd love to hear you sing. If I whistle, could you whistle back?
Oh shit, right down me.
Do you think someone's come close to you? Again. What, when I whistled?
Just before.
If I whistle, can you whistle back?
No, I'm okay.
Itchy face again. That's,
What?
do you know that's the first time I've had that since I've been here?
What?
Itchy face.
My face?
No, my face.
Your face?
My face, itchy face.
Oh, itchy.
Itchy face.
So it's your
No.
face?
No,
I'm not
no.
sure what your face.
I've been getting that on lots of investigations and then that's
Like someone got across.
just an itchy face. It's the first time I've had that since I've been here. I looked at the car go past.
But there's no light.
There's no light since it was going the other way. I still don't know how that could be in a car. To be be honest.
I'm physically shaking now, whether that's just because I'm cold.
Do you want to call it a night? Well,
Can we have a bit of a break?
yeah. You don't like it here all of a sudden?
No.
As we come back, we left playing the hymns. Are you feeling sick?
I feel alright to be fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we just played, as I say, where we left off when we played the hymns. You felt a little bit uncomfortable, didn't you?
Yeah, like the pressure on my chest, that's gone. But then sometimes I think, I try and reason, I'm like, is it psychological?
Yeah.
Do I freak myself out?
I know. I think that's a big problem, isn't it? Sometimes, like, it's so easy to get carried away in the moment. You know, we played them hymns, and it was quite spiritual, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
To actually listen to them and hear. It was quite nice, to be honest. But we definitely heard that when I said,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
like a
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? That was weird. So to the mothers and sisters of this chapel, we're going to be leaving in about 10 minutes or so. What's the matter? What's the matter? What's the matter? He wasn't recording then.
Are you joking? Are you being serious?
No, he wasn't recording.
Did you record me running over?
I hope I had it recording when I had it. God, I hope that was on record when we heard that noise. That was amazing. Whoa.
I don't want to stand in
What's
that
the
corner.
matter?
I don't want to stand in that corner.
Again?
Yeah.
I'll just replay this.
Okay.
To what? Just in case we haven't got that on camera, you alright?
Yeah, I've got
You
it.
sure?
Yeah, yeah.
So we just heard that Amy came on over to us and that noise was even amazing for me. Amy came and Amy stood where she is now. She came in running over to me and I missed the noise because Amy was running towards me, but I heard part of it and it was like, I felt like some big person sitting on wood. And as I say, not sat on this pew tonight, so it's not us that caused that. You don't like it here now, here,
No.
in this doorway.
But then I didn't like it there before. I didn't like being
But when you went
sanded.
into that room, it went.
Yeah, no, I didn't like it before. I felt like I had someone stood behind me, but their arms behind the back, like almost like authority pulling rank on me. Didn't like it, and then I've just been stood there, and I've just heard either someone get up off the pew or someone sit back down.
That's fantastic, that, Amy. I'm so glad with that noise. I just wish I could like be creative, but I can't. It was definitely like wood creaking.
They're solid, they don't move.
Is that one of the best noises you've heard today?
Yeah.
In any investigation?
Yeah. But obviously I was just stood there on my own.
That was fantastic.
Okay.
I want to hear it again.
I broke your torch.
Oh God. Where's the glass? Have you got the glass?
Yeah, but I broke your torch.
One?
No, there you go.
Yeah, just screw it. Just screw it.
There we go.
I just hope the dictaphone picks it up.
Yeah.
No, before you ran towards me.
Yeah. So what time is that? What did we look at?
About
10
quarter
to
past
1.
one.
It's 1:15 now.
Yeah, but I'll leave it on dictaphone anyway, so. I just called out as well, I him to do something. If there's any ladies here with us still, thank you for that noise, it was absolutely fantastic. Could you please do something else for us in this room now? Please. Can you knock? think it's because it's late? It's happened.
Yeah, maybe.
So you.
Yeah, that was me.
Could you bring one of the hymn books? Oh, those hymn books there. Nobody asked for the hymn books to open.
Oh, I leave them open?
Yeah, just looking there. No. Still, that'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
I'll be welcome.
Is it because you want us to play another hymn? Was you trying to get our attention to play another hymn?
I feel sick.
Again?
I've got a banking headache.
What, all of a sudden?
Should
No,
I come on?
that's not normal just to get a headache like that, is it?
No, I don't normally get headaches. That's me.
Wasn't? Do you think it, hey, did you think it could have been that?
No,
It sounded like wood, didn't it?
Yeah, it was wood.
And there's no heating on in this part of the chapel, so I can't really call it that. It definitely wasn't to do with the heating. We haven't sat on that pew, so it wasn't settling after we got up, which sometimes wood can do. Come on, just give us one last time before we call it a night. But you know what, Amy?
What?
If nothing else happens tonight, I'll take that.
No, I'll take it now.
I would take that noise.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would.
Thank you for everything you've done for us tonight. Thank you for having us here. We really do appreciate
And
it.
to be honest with you, before I did the investigation in the chapel, I didn't expect anything to happen at all. But a few things did happen. The first thing was the white light that went right round the top of the chapel roof. Now at first we did hear a car and I thought it was that, but then I realised that the main road is that far away, there is no car headlights interference that affects the lighting in the chapel. There's a possibility it could have been other things. There is a couple of residential properties nearby. Maybe it was a security light that went off, or maybe it was just a farmer in the field with a spotlight. Now again, on this investigation, Amy had the feeling of sickness. There was one point in the night when she was stood in the chapel area when this sickness came over again, and she said to me, I feel like there's someone behind me, a very tall figure, a very authoritative figure, and they had their hands clasped behind the back. Now people who are spiritual would say this is spirit coming close to Amy, or it's spirit leaving their emotions on Amy, giving her the feeling of this sickness. On the other hand, maybe it's just anxiety, nervousness, or psychology at play. There was one part of the night that was really interesting. That's when we were both in the chapel area again. Amy was in front of me and we heard movement from one of the pews. We both said it sounded like a large person had either got up off one of the pews or sat down or walked across one of the pews. We did try to recreate it, we couldn't, and at this moment in time I have no idea what that noise could have been. But to be honest with you, it's one of the best noises I've heard to date. So keep your eye out for part 2 video. Tonight is the night I go it alone here. I will be here totally alone tonight as I investigate this place. I'm really not expecting anything to happen whatsoever, but who knows. So tune in to part 2 to see how I went on when I actually investigated this building all alone.